Okay, cool. You guys can see my screen? Okay. So the link is here. It's platform.openai.com/chat for ChatGPT. And then over here on the left-hand side, you have this thing called an API key. And then what you do is just come here and then you create a new key. So these are all my keys that I have here. You create a key, put a name for the key, and it'll give you a value for that key. And then anyone who's built like an automation or anything with ChatGPT in it, you guys will be familiar with like, take this key, copy and paste it into where it asks for the API key, and then you can use ChatGPT in your automation. You could also do the same thing of the guy that I'm talking to that's building the startup for regulated industries. What he does is he builds out an interface that just looks exactly the same as ChatGPT. It's the same like user interface. But what you do is instead of using ChatGPT.com, you use that interface and you put your API key in there. And that way you're still using the same platform basically, but you're just a developer now and you get that enterprise privacy policy. So this is ChatGPT. I mean, Gemini is going to be the same thing. So if you go to any LLM that you use, if you just go search the LLM and then search for API key, then it'll take you to a page where you can generate a key, and then you just need somewhere to put that will allow you to actually use it there if you want to be under that enterprise policy. Does that make sense kind of?
Yeah, it
Up
makes
to
sense.
the, sorry, go
A
ahead.
question. So like so for example, like Kira has trained her chat GPT to like be like really good with our business. And so sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish I could just like go into her chat that has all the stuff that like I that my chat doesn't train on. So like is there a world where we could make like an interface that is like her chat, but that like or her chat GPT
Like
backend
Art
like
and Soul GPT.
yeah, like an art and soul GPT that we both could access?
Yeah, that's the thing about the UI, right? Is that they handle if you use ChatGPT on ChatGPT.com, they're gonna handle a lot of the backend stuff for you, so you don't have to worry about it, right? Because when you normally use an LLM with an API key, have you guys ever seen that movie with the guy that every time he wakes up, he has no memory, he has to write everything on his arms and stuff? That's basically like
Groundhog Day.
exactly. So it's like that's basically what an LLM is, right? Every time you use it, it doesn't remember anything. And that's the same thing in ChatGPT. But the only reason that you have this memory in chat is because ChatGPT in the backend is handling a database with all your chats and all your important memories and stuff like that. And they're passing that in every single time you ask a question. And
I
so
see.
you could do the same thing and you could share that with you and Kira, but you guys would have to take care of like the database in the backend and figuring out like how to pass the different the data in there. And I mean, it sounds complicated. It's not that complicated. It's like, I mean, you guys, it's probably a weekend to figure it out, you know? But you would have to handle that yourself. It would give you more control because you'd be able to pass in exactly whatever you wanted to pass in. But you would have to handle that yourself in the back end with the API key.
But Ari, if you just get the business account, then you can share your data. So you should definitely, I would say, go to do good. And I think the business account gives you a little bit more protection as well.
Cool, thank you.
Thanks, Masai, for the mini lesson. That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm.